Welcome back to the channel, Guardians. We recently reviewed the crafted version of the Semiotician rocket launcher, and today, after a community vote for the next video that ended in a stalemate, we are taking a pass at the new Strand 140 hand cannon, Kept Confidence. As usual, we will break the weapon down, compare it against other popular 140s in PvP, its best perks and my personal god roll pick, and much more. Drop a like if you find the video informative. Blood, sweat and tears go into the making of these videos after all. Let's begin. So, Kept Confidence, which dropped as part of the craftable set of weapons for Season 22, is a Strand 140 RPM hand cannon that sits in the same slot as other popular 140s like Eyasluna and Rose. In PvP, this hand cannon archetype is the most popular, taking 3 clean headshots to down a Guardian in the Crucible at a TTK of 0.87 seconds. Its base range is poor with a stat of 46, meaning its effective range before drop-off is 30 meters, that can be buffed up all the way to 76 with the best perks, giving it an effective range of 34 meters. It has a strong recoil direction, and with a counterbalance mod, it maxes out the recoil control stat, making it bounce very lightly. However, the handling and reload are very poor, with the gun taking 3 whole seconds to reload, making it sluggish when taking on multiple Guardians at once. Luckily, in terms of handling, the weapon can roll Eye of the Storm in its 4th column, which can bring the handling of the weapon up to 77 if health is below 156 points, making it very snappy. The origin trait on the weapon, Head Rush, can also counter these poor stats when crouched for more than 2 seconds and standing up. It procs, increasing the effective reload and handling of the weapon for a short duration. When compared to other popular 140s in the same slot, for example, Rose, Eyasluna and Ostringer, Kept Confidence's major stats are poorer in general. Just look at the perk pools compared to Kept Confidence. All 3 of these mentioned hand cannons can roll Rangefinder, Rose in particular capable of rolling some insane PvP perks such as Moving Targets, Perpetual Motion and Eye of the Storm, with perks in both columns capable of great synergy for PvP. Please note, these stats on screen don't take into account the range boost that Rangefinder provides on Rose and Ostringer, allowing both weapons to have more effective range than Kept Confidence. The elephant in the room with this Strand hand cannon is the 3rd column. Just look at these perks and try not to laugh, my friend. Very poor perks in general across the board for both PvE and PvP, with the only real PvP options being Quick Draw, and let's face it, it's useless now after the nerf, and Killing Wind, which on getting a kill increases the effective range to 39 meters when combined with certain perks, which we will discuss later, and also axing out the handling stat of the weapon. Kept Confidence also cannot roll one of the most desired PvP perks on hand cannons, Rangefinder, which grants a 10% range buff when aiming down sights. With all this in mind, you may be wondering, is it even worth using this weapon over the others? The answer is, unless you have a decent roll for the other mentioned weapons, you can safely not bother using it. But if you are looking for a decent hand cannon that is a good dueler, this may be the one for you. Let's take a look at my suggested roll for the generic PvP. Please note, this roll is my roll. God rolls are subjective to the user. Just let me know in the comments what your favourite roll is. Starting with the masterwork, go for range. Getting that range up is essential for any 140 hand cannon. In the 1st column, Hammerforge is my go-to, granting 10 range. There are other perks like Full Bore that grant 15 range, but the trade-off of stability and handling is not worth it. The 2nd column goes to Accurize rounds, bringing the range up to 34 meters. The 3rd column, shit perks. There is no other way to look at it. I tested Quick Draw and didn't really find any benefit in using it, whereas Killing Wind at least allows the weapon, on kill, to boost its range and handling stats for a short duration, allowing the hand cannon to hit at 38 meters. Finally, there is only one perk you want to even bother with here, Eye of the Storm. As previously mentioned, when your health drops by approximately 33%, this perk kicks in, increasing the accuracy and maxing out handling, making it a very potent dueling weapon. Enhancing this perk also grants 5 stability. I did enhance mine, and this weapon stability is noticeable. Whilst this weapon is decent, it's just outplayed by other hand cannons that just simply have better perks to choose from, although I must say it does feel consistent to use, especially when dueling at medium ranges. As mentioned already, if you already have a God Roll, Rose or Eyasluna, you will not be needing this hand cannon in PvP. It gets a 3 out of 5 in the Crucible, there's just better options out there. Before we go over PvE, slap that like button if you're enjoying this video or finding it informative, and consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. Expect videos like this regularly on top of PvE builds for your endgame needs. Moving on to PvE, the perk pool problem persists in PvE modes also. Even with the hand cannon buffs this season, it just doesn't feel great when brought into legend difficulty. And I'm not talking about lost sectors, I'm talking about locked difficulties. The hand cannon takes 2 to 3 precision shots to kill adds, and even when building into reload, it still feels slow. Its saving grace is that it does roll a new perk called Loose Change, which upon applying an elemental debuff such as Arc Jolt or Void Suppress, the weapon's reload speed dramatically increases, and when paired with a reload masterwork, flared magwell, and multi-kill clip, it can do decent damage, and paired with Overload hand cannon, it can also stun overloads this season. Again, better choices out there for PvE, however, it is super satisfying to use in normal content, being capable of one-hit killing most bed bars on precision kill. Just like with PvP, this weapon gets a 3 out of 5, it is okay, nothing special, perks just don't really amount to much. With that said, that is the end of this video. Slap like button if you made it to the end and subscribe for future content. Next up, build videos featuring Geomags. And maybe next week we will take a look at the new Stasis Seasonal Sniper Rifle. This was Plasma Alchemist, your viewership is much appreciated. Until next time, see ya later.